Using social media positively at Christmas time. I'm sitting here with Colette, our resident psychologist, and she's going to help us navigate that time, I guess, at Christmas when everyone's just pulling their phones out at the table. How do we positively use social media at this time?
So I think we need to move away from this idea that online time is less connecting or less real than offline time.
Okay.
It's very much the same thing today. We can be going out and be online and offline at the same time. However, I do think we need to maintain our offline etiquette.
Right.
But just being mindful, particularly in this time around COVID, there are so many families that are separated. I know I heard a mum yesterday say to me that her children's dad has been overseas since February. Right. And so for these kids, being with their dad online and Zooming and Skyping is very much real for them. It's not less real. Mm-hmm. So we've got to remember that. We're going to be connecting a lot with people that we haven't seen.
That's right. Well, we can't really travel overseas to see anyone, and they can't come and see us. So it's so important to stay connected.
Yeah, and for many families, Christmas will look very different, particularly if some of the states and borders are still locked down and people can't get across to where their families are. That can also be tricky because things are changing all the time at the moment.
Right.
And so, but I think the kind of rule we need to also stick to is when we are face-to-face with people at Christmas dinner tables or Christmas Eve tables, those people must come first because they are the people in your presence then. And so we need to be even having rules about putting our phones down in the middle of the table. You know, we've seen that, or make sure phones are away. Yes, at the door. Or I saw a popular store was in the media recently because they have a phone jail.
Right.
And it's flying off the shelves where you can actually lock phones in for a certain period of time, and it won't unlock until the timer alarm goes, and then you can get phones out. That's kind of an idea. That's the extreme. But really, we need to be, I think, putting our phones away, focusing on the people in front of us.
Right.
I think another issue as well this time of year is the comparison. Mm-hmm. When we're feeling lonely or we're feeling past traumas coming up around Christmas, because that does come up for people at Christmas time, when we go online onto our social media, there's this perception that everyone has this beautiful, amazing, magical Christmas lead up, and it's not true. Yeah. You don't see the tantrums and the meltdowns and the worries about budgets on people's social media in general. Right. And so it's really keeping realistic. So keeping our expectations realistic, connecting with those people in front of us, but being okay with realizing some people are connecting with those loved ones that they haven't seen for a long time, and being compassionate when we do sometimes see people on their phones.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you so much, Colette, for sharing that with us. Keep it locked right here at Mums at the Table. And don't forget, you can click here for more of these topics.